YouTube Red rolls out Season 2 of Cobra Kai at the Paley Center. Monday was the Season 2 premiere of the Karate Kid saga, and we got a chance to talk to the cast.
And Daniel LaRusso, his heart is always in the right place, and his knowledge through wisdom from his mentor Miyagi is always to do the right thing. He does go off the rails at times because he has that knee-jerk kind of temper that got him into trouble back 35 years ago. And it's always cool to watch a character have to refine their balance, whether they're 20 years old or 50 years old. It's all part of navigating this thing called life, right? So the intentions are always good. The what may happen and how things intercede, drive you in a different direction. It's about how you react. There's always saying, it's how you react after you fall down, not the fact that you will never fall down.
This wasn't even in my lead of questions, but I just have to know about the Mohawk. Like, how long does it take to put it on and to get you into it? And
well, it's all my real hair. Right now it's a lot shorter, but yeah, it takes about 45 minutes to get up every day, and it's pretty much all hairspray. I get the buzz on the sides. They dye my hair, the whole works. I love it though. It's so much fun. I love walking out, like off a set and like keeping it up and then going out, like because we shoot in Atlanta, so me and Sholo, who plays Miguel, will walk around and I'll have this big mohawk up. And we're like, dang, like right on, dude.
It's so gangster. I love it. It's one of my favorite things about your character. Okay, so also we saw your character go from essentially zero to hero now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
In this season, which I'm expecting that will only get better. How much do you think that Cobra Kai needs? You know, sometimes you're quote-unquote bad guy. I don't think you're a bad guy, but sometimes your quote-unquote bad guy needs a good guy to kind of balance. It's all about balance, right? How much do you think the balance of the other dojo is going to kind of propel you guys to do your best work and kind of kick your best butt next season?
Yeah, I think the polarization of the two really drives the story. I mean, there's so much tension. There's a 35-year rivalry that is like the base of this show. So there's so much tension that is embedded in the show already to begin with. And the fact that you push in all these kids together, you got Johnny's son and, Ralph's daughter are teamed up. So it's like, that's super weird, But yeah, it's definitely very, very awkward, intense, and dramatic, but there's a lot of comedy in there as well. And I think the writers do a great job of keeping it very tense and keeping the story going.
That is one of my big favorite parts, is that she is a kick-ass female Tori. She does not take no for an answer. Like, she gets her points across, and she's one of the coolest characters I've ever played. I want to be like her. I think she's just the epitome of a badass. She's awesome.
So does she more really bond with the dudes, or does she have any female friends that she finds?
She's friends with everyone. I feel like she's friends with everyone until they cross her. Like, she wants to make friends and she wants to be chill with everyone, but she's also will stand her ground to a point that is a little much, I think. But yeah, she wants to embrace everyone, and she does have girlfriends. Like, she even becomes friends with Aisha at Cobra Kai, and like everyone from Cobra Kai, she's really good friends with. So everyone over at that dojo, at least.
In the season 2 trailer, you say in the 80s, I was fighting bad guys and beating up Noriega and going after Noriega. Then what brings you back to a dojo in Southern California? That's my question.
Well, I hear that, I've been traveling around, and I picked up and read in the paper about this dojo in Reseda called Cobra Kai. And then there was this guy who was the sensei named Johnny Lawrence. And, he is not, my character, John Kreese, has not been doing well. And now all of a sudden, Cobra Kai is back on top. So he goes to see Billy and say, let's bury the hatchet. And I can't tell you everything. You've seen everything, but I can't for the sake of the interview. But, he wants to bury the hatchet and jump on the bandwagon, and openly wants to do that, to be part of Cobra Kai, because Cobra Kai is now on top. So that's his motivation. What happens to him happens in layers all the way through. There's a love affair between these guys. There's the father figure. There's a love for Cobra Kai. There's a violation of Cobra Kai. There's everything you can think of in the next 10 episodes. So the audience, they're going to love it.
Are we going to see Sensei Kreese get down? Any fighting from Sensei this season?
Yes.
Which one of you has the balls to take on the champ?
My name's Miguel.
Tori. With a Y.
How I love your character. I'm totally rooting for everything Johnny is doing. Is he gonna make us fall more in love with him in second season? At the beginning of first season, we weren't so sure, but I think like he used to be for himself. Now I feel like he's more about the kids.
Yeah, he's not. That's what I love about Johnny. He's not for himself at all. He's actually totally blind to himself. He's trying to put it all together, and he's really trying to put it together for everybody else but himself, in spite of himself, because the tools that he has to help do that are not the best bag, but he's doing what he can with what he knows. So his heart's on his sleeve, and he's he's trying to move forward. He's trying to evolve. He's more at war with himself than he is with anybody on the show. He's not looking for trouble. He's not looking for trouble.
He's not. LaRusso just keeps chasing him.
All he wants to do is, wake up in the morning and not have to make bologna and maybe drive a nicer car. That's it, and have a girl maybe somewhere.
So sorry, guys. We have to
like all of us do.
We have
right?
to wrap. So sorry, guys.
Right.
So I heard that Ferris Bueller's Day Off is one of your favorite 80s movies.
Yes. Yeah, I love that movie.
So how does it feel to be in another 80s classic movie, like in a reboot? Did you ever think that you would be?
Being part of such a big franchise is a little intimidating. I genuinely have to distract myself from that a lot of the time, because if I get it in my head, it'll freak me out. But I love 80s movies. Like I said, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If they remade that, have it be known on Buzz 360 that I love Ferris Bueller. So if they're ever even thinking about it, call me. Get my number. Call someone. I love it so much. But the Karate Kid is part of so many people's lives, whether it be they love the movie or they saw it and they know the characters, or they know the references. It's a part of so many people's lives, and getting to be just a small part of that is a blessing.
I feel like there's a lot of girl power that's going to be emerging in season 2. I'm very excited about the women characters and the girl characters in the show. Can you give us any sneak peeks about where your character's going next season?
Sure. Well, my character is kind of the mediator. She is all about having everybody get along, so I think she shows a lot of independence in the show, I guess that's the right word. She is all about voicing her opinions, and I think she's on board with the karate as long as people aren't getting hurt and doing it out of revenge or drama, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot more of Dimitri kind of struggling with his friends and stuff like that. They're getting into karate. Eli especially is getting real into it. So Dimitri's having to kind of get into this world that he doesn't particularly want to be a part of, because we saw how it ended last time. He got flipped. So yeah, we can expect to see a lot.
It happens to the best of them.
Oh yeah, that's what I tell myself at night.
So that's so awesome. So we can see now that we're kind of developing into camps. You got your Cobra Kai, you got your Miyagi-Do. Do you think there'll ever be a difficult situation where you kind of have to choose as a character, or do you think you'll stay in line with friends when going into season 2? Is that bond really strong?
Yeah, there's definitely a point in season 2 where Dimitri's kind of torn between hey, what do I do here, or should I do that? I don't want to give away too much, but there's definitely a bit of a, picking the path, I guess you would say, yeah.
Watch Cobra Kai now, available on YouTube Red. I'm Marissa Cleo, and you've just been buzzed.
You want to finish this?
Bring it on.